Welcome back. I'm here with Larry McCabe from Pazzo. Larry, thanks so much for joining me.
Nice to see you, Peter.
Larry, you've got a lot of businesses under one roof. So let's talk about the pizzeria, I would call the original concept. Tell us about how that originated and why is your pizza so amazing?
Amazing. Yes, it is amazing. So, 24 years this year since we have been operating in the cellar. And the pizza originally was a recipe that we got from Zermatt, Switzerland. So, David Lester was originally a partner in Pazzo when we first started things off. He whisked us off to Zermatt, Switzerland to see his favorite pizzeria in the hotel that he was working in. So we took that back originally, and it was really a time when thin crust pizzas became a big thing in Ontario. So Toroni opened at the exact same time in Toronto. We had that as a sort of comparable, but we still work on the process consistently. So last year we did a major overhaul of the way that we use the dough. So it's a cold fermentation, which takes 3 days where it sits in bulk, and then which adds a tremendous amount of flavor and complexity to the dough. And then it's made into a ball for 24 hours, and then it's into the process. And it has about an hour and a half leeway time in which it can actually be perfect. And then we have to go and roll it out again and start from scratch. So the process is very specific, and that's why we have such a good product.
That explains why it's so awesome.
Yeah.
So I love your other concept. And the last one, you're still doing your $7 pizza and pints on Friday nights?
We are. Because it's such a big thing locally, we want to always be attracting our local fans all year round. So the Friday pizza and pint deal will be there, come thick and thin. It's helped us during the time of the pandemic. And we've had tremendous amount of support, which we're really thankful for people taking things out during this period of time. So yes, we'll be continuing that. It's a Stratford tradition, and we want to keep it going. Yeah, for sure.
Well, your huge success as well beyond the pizzeria is the Buffon, Cafe Buffon. And I think it originally just started out as a concept just to see, and it's really done tremendously well. Why?
Yes. Well, I had a feeling, there was a bit of a confusion between the two levels when people would come as patrons, because they would often come in and think that they were sitting in the pizzeria when they were upstairs. So it was partially to kind of control that experience. And also I had a feeling, a French concept, adding brunch and pastries and things like that. It's a beautiful space to begin with. So the raw space, the way that it looks over the park system is quite stunning. So we wanted something that would be beautiful and new. Obviously, we've traveled quite extensively. This is partially from experiences we've had in San Francisco and in Chicago and in New York, and obviously Balthazar in New York is a real touch point for us for Buffon. And it has actually done what we expected to do. It's doing much better at lunchtime. It is doing fabulously well at brunch time. And our now famous cardamom morning buns are flying out every morning to people who get out early. So yeah, we're really happy with what's going on right
Well, I'm hoping the camera's not catching me drooling. So
yeah.
No, you have also an incredible selection of approachable wines. So tell us about Steve and the journey he has on his wines.
Steve Doyle has been with the company for around 10 years. Lots of experience, having worked in various restaurants, Bijou being notable among them. And Steve and I agree very strongly on sustainability as far as the choice of the wines on the wine list. We're going to almost 100% sustainability with them. So what that can mean is basically we're looking at the way that the vineyards are tended, techniques that are used there, the companies that are working to lower their carbon footprint, because we're doing the exact same thing, working with a lot of organic producers. We ensure that the quality is still there regardless. But we have probably the most broad ranging wine list in Stratford, really focused on France, Italy, and Ontario. And we'll keep on adding sustainable products as we go.
Larry, thank you for joining me. Thank you for chatting about your success. And we didn't get a chance to chat about catering, but that's obviously, we'll do that another time. So thank you again, and keeping world-class food here in Stratford. Thank you.
I really appreciate you bringing this to people's attention, Peter, and we'll see you soon.
Perfect. Coming up next, we're going to go to another world-class restaurant, the Bruce Hotel.